Hi, how are you? Okay, in this fight we're going to fly against two F-5E. I have two different missiles, R60M and R3R. This is a semi-active radar guided, and I used right now with the radar. I'm going to lock one of the bandits. There is locked one of them, and in the radar in the left side is going to appear two red lights. This right now. They are in on range of the missile, the R3R. I wait a little bit because to take less time to maneuver the other plane. Okay, this is shoot it down. One, and the dogfight became the 2 versus 1, 1 versus 1. Okay, good. It's good to practice these guided missiles. Okay, I'm going to the vertical, like always. I had always problem with the F5 because the F5 is a little plane. It's very thin, and I lost of sight in a lot of moments. And when he goes to the vertical and with the ground, it's very hard to me to keep it on sight. But in this point, there is. And reverse to the turn. If you are always in a higher position of the other plane, you have an advantage, always. But you have to know how to maneuver, how to manage that advantage. Right now, the F5 is going to the vertical, but I'm going to look on the snapshot. I missed that, but it was a good position to shoot it down. The MiG-21, if you see or you are flying the MiG-21, it's very bumpy. The MiG-21 or the Delta Wing has two different segments of airspeed. Below 550, 540 kilometers per hour, it's a segment is called unstable airspeed segment. That is very good capabilities, very good maneuverability, but it's very bumpy, because if you pull the stick too much, it's going to get stalled. And how you have to work with this unstable speed segment. You move. Good snapshot. You move slowly and stop, and you have to see if the plane is start to turn. So start to turn with a stable turn. You can pull more. But if you move, the movement of the stick is very fast, or you're going to be bumpy and you can't aim. It's very difficult to fly in below these speeds. But it's the capability, the nose authority is the best in this plane. When you are higher than 550, it's like all the planes. If you see a line of smoke, like I was in that position, and you didn't feel nothing in your plane, it's your lucky day. I lost of sight in this moment, and if you lost sight, the airplane is going to be in your tail. But I have a lot of energy. Another missile, the counts 2, and there is on my tail, but I have a lot of energy. I can pull 8G and go to the vertical to lose energy and try to overshoot. I still I don't know where is the F5, but I use rudder in this moment when below the 300 kilometers per hour. This is a very dangerous maneuver, because if the other plane has energy, it can shoot me the missile. But the F5 shoot the two missile it had. I'm completely turning with high energy because I don't know where is the F5. Sorry, because I don't have the track IR and it's very dizzy for me too. Sorry for you guys. It's very difficult for me. In this moment, I try to overshoot the F5 with the rolling scissor. And I win. And from this moment, I always going to be on his tail. You see, the bumpy is 500 kilometers per hour. When the transition of the 550 is very, very bumpy. You have to. There is a damage, but it's still flying. It's still dangerous. You see, there is a lot of loops. You know, when we are in the vertical with low speed, the MiG-21 is very fluffy when it's moving but it's not the plane. It's my hand. When the most of the shutdowns with guns, normally it's going to happen. Oh, it's a good snapshot, but I missed again. I'm very lousy in this flight. The most shoot down with the guns always is in the vertical with low speed and is stable. With the beeper. Okay, it's still in the tail, but I'm run out of the gas, the fuel. I shoot the missile, but I missed. I think I'm going to shoot another missile in this position, but the miss is not good position. I'm going to talk about the missile in the TAC view. But the F5 is very good maneuverability too. I used to say there are leading edge flaps. It's very maneuverability, the plane. I'm running away. TAC view. Okay. This is the first launch of the missiles. We're going to rewind. I shoot 2 miles. The first missile, I think, 2 miles away. I wait a close range for the reaction of the other plane, because this kind of missile is more easy to outrun when you are in head to head, because it's a lot of energy, the energy of the missile and energy of the plane. And if you see it and in long range you can maneuver. That's why I wait. Okay, I'm going to the vertical, and the F5 try to go to the vertical, but with the problem is the merge. You have to have a high energy, because some pilots try to reach the corner speed in the merge, but for me is not a good idea, because you lose energy, except you are a high performance plane against F-16 against a MiG-21 or F-5. You can reach the corner speed if you want. Right now, you see, I has the advantage because I'm I'm a higher place, not now, but when start the maneuvers. This is the first snapshot. I missed for little bit. That's the problem with the MiG-21 with the stick. You have to maintain the stick. You don't move. You in the middle of the. Okay, I missed that. I still on his tail, and try another snapshot. This is like is like a lag pursuit, but he going to the vertical. In this part, it's good to take it down. If you see, when 120 knots, 250 kilometers per hour, it's a good turner. It's like a rolling scissor right now. The F5 uses the vertical. I think it's very good, because this kind of planes don't have too much thrust weight ratio. It's the way to fight. Another snapshot, like a rolling scissor. You know, 250 knots, and the F5 is more faster in this position. I miss again. I have a lot of opportunities to take it down, but that's why it's so dynamic, the dogfight. In this point, I lost sight. If you lost sight, you know, is the most dangerous part of the dogfight, and he is on high than me, has an advantage, and it's descending right now, gaining energy, and I don't know where he is. Where is he? Perfect. But I don't pull G's. This is the problem. When you this is the first missile. That missile is horrible, because it's very old. This part, this is like a lag pursuit. If you are like a roll scissor, you are if you do a roll scissor like this, you are able to see the blind spot of your tail, and normally it's good for this kind of plane, like a MiG-21, like you are in the box. You can see the rear, you can see your wings, you can see your tail, and it's very awful inside the cockpit of the MiG-21. This is the lead pursuit, became a pure pursuit. This is a pure pursuit. You used to shoot a missile in this position, but they don't have anymore. Lucky for me. And I pull in 6G, and he pull in 2, and I became a lag pursuit. When he went to the lag pursuit, I reversed the turn. Remember, you have to reverse your turn when the other plane is a lag pursuit. If you reverse the turn when the plane are in the pure pursuit or lead pursuit, you are going to make a mistake. You have to get outside of your circle and get a reverse turn. That's the correct reverse turn maneuver. It's outside the circle, and a lot of energy, 460, pulling 6G, and 13 turn rate degrees per second. I pull G, and he pulling 7G, but I reach 19.5 rate of turn and 7G. It's going to be in this position, outside the circle, and lag pursuit, and reverse turn. You see, when you have to look in your tail, and you pull G, and when you lost of sight of the plane, it became the lag pursuit. And when you loss of sight, you reverse the turn. Now we are in the rolling scissor, and he made a mistake and overshoot. And in this moment, overshoot. In this moment, 300 knots. That's I'm on his tail, but I never take it down. This is going to the vertical. There is an old pilots say, my father says, excuse me, if you are pursued an airplane in the vertical and the other plane is flying, you don't scare, because if the other plane fly, your plane is going to fly too. It's very tricky, but it's true. Remember, I was 120 knots when I get the snapshot. I shoot the missile, but it fail. Here you see 150, 160, again take a round. I always inside the circle. But I miss every opportunity to get it down. But it's okay. It's good for see the maneuvers of the dogfight. Again, in this position, I made a mistake, because in this kind of where in the F5 it's impossible to R60M to hit the F5. Maybe a 5th generation missile, but it's not the idea of this fight. You know, I always are inside the circle. Always is in lead pursuit, but I'm run out of fuel, and I'm going to run away. The big problem of run away is if the other plane is faster than you. It's a very big problem, or the other plane has a missile. In this moment, the F5 shoot the two of missile it has, and run away. Okay, thank you. I hope you have enjoyed this video.